Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Raeann, but you can call me Ray. Today's video is super exciting. I know I say that a million times, but today's video we're going to talk about a new or newer indie brand, and definitely new to me, which is Lois Cosmetics. I think I mentioned in one of my last videos that I did have their Gone Rogue palette and I was going to do a video on it. So this video is coming to you guys probably like a month or so after I actually got it. So sorry, but it's here. I'm super excited to try it. It looks absolutely stunning. Literally, I needed this palette. Like the second that I saw it, I was like, I absolutely need this palette. Here it is. It's beautiful. Let's go ahead and look on the inside. So it does have a little mirror, and look. Is this not a Raeann palette? Like, look at how beautiful and colorful and fun this palette is. It does have one pressed glitter in here, but I mean, this just looks stunning. Like, honestly, this whole thing looks absolutely gorgeous. I cannot wait. Let's just go ahead and talk about the brand really fast, and then I can swatch these for you and for me, because I have been waiting patiently to swatch it. I always, especially with videos like this where it's like a new to me brand, I definitely don't like swatching it beforehand because I really want to like get the genuine reaction. So this palette has 12 shades and it does retail for, let's see, so Lois Cosmetics is actually from the UK, so the conversion to US dollars would be, I think, $25. I don't completely remember how much I spent on this palette with tax and shipping, but before tax, I think the conversion is about $25. So not bad. It's kind of in the middle pricing wise between high-end pricing and also drugstore. I mean, there are plenty of drugstore palettes that go for like $30, like the NYX palettes. Anyways, that's off topic. But, $25 is a pretty good price, honestly, for an eyeshadow palette, so it's kind of like right in the middle. So they are a newer brand. They launched this year. I don't remember when they actually launched, but I know that they were teasing their line back in November of last year, and they finally were able to launch sometime this year. I don't know when it actually was. I think things had been launched for a decent amount of time before I found out about them and before I decided to purchase, but I don't remember the exact date. So they are pretty new in general, and right now I think they have two eyeshadow palettes. So they have this super beautiful colorful palette. They also have a very beautiful like rosy tone palette. Because I've never tried their brand before, I just wanted to start with one and then kind of go from there and see how I felt about the palette. And of course, this was the one that I was like, yes, I need you in my life. And one thing to mention is they are cruelty-free and vegan, so even more amazing. Like, come on. Let's go ahead and get into these swatches because I have been waiting so patiently to do this. I just need to do it now. So let's go ahead and we're going to start with the first row, go down to the second row, and go down to the third row. I haven't been reading the shade names. I hope you guys don't mind. I feel like that just makes things go by a little faster. So if you want me to start reading the shade names, just let me know. But honestly, can't promise anything. That one looks really pretty. That felt really smooth too. Ooh, that one. I want to use that one. So let's go ahead and get into the second row. That one kind of swatched out weird, but I think it's just because my arm is a little bit tacky after trying to wipe it off. Because the first time I didn't do that. Oh, that shade is so pretty on. those are too close. For some reason these two swatched out a little bit patchier. And now we're gonna go into the third row. Okay, and let's go ahead and go into the pressed glitter. Oh, that actually feels... Is that tacky or is that just me? I might be losing my mind, I'm not entirely sure. And our last shade in the palette. Ooh, okay. Alright, I see you guys. That actually swatched up pretty good for a darker color. For like a darker matte color. Okay, so this is the whole palette. Let's go ahead and show you guys a little bit closer up. Some of the mattes are a little bit patchy, but overall I think this swatched out pretty good. Like, so far, some of them, the mattes came out a little bit patchy, but other than that, this looks absolutely stunning. Like, look at how beautiful this looks. Like, I literally cannot wait to play with this palette. I just need to do it right now because honestly, I ordered this palette kind of in the middle of my life being crazy. So, it got delivered, or it was supposed to be delivered when I was not home, and I basically was gone for about a month and a half living somewhere else, and it was in the process of getting delivered to my other place, I guess you could say. And basically everybody that was there is kind of a a late sleeper and stuff, so no one was able to sign for the package because you have to sign for it since it was coming from out of the country, and no one was available to sign for it, so I had to get it from the post office. And then I had moved, so I live about 40 minutes away from where I used to live, so that was the whole adventure. Nothing to do with the company, it's literally not their fault at all, it's just the fact that I just ordered it at a weird time. So on top of that, I also was doing that in the process of moving, and then, you know, all of the crazy things that happen with moving, like trying to figure out your life. Not to sound dramatic or anything, but it kind of got not lost in the craziness because I definitely was still very aware that I had it, but I just wasn't ready to film for a while. Alright, so we do have a decent amount of staining, but it's a bright and colorful palette with a lot of mattes, so that's totally to be expected, honestly. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and start a look. I have no idea what I'm going to do. That's reassuring. There's so many things that I want to do that I'm like, what do I go with? I feel like, trying to figure out what colors I want to do. Alright, well, I'm gonna go figure that out. I don't know. I'm gonna go ahead and start a look and I'll be back. Okay, so this is the look. Wow, I look super like neon. I was actually gonna say like radioactive. I look radioactive. Like I might turn into Spider-Man. Let's keep going here because I literally have lost my mind apparently. So the first thing that I'm going to say, because I don't know how well you guys are going to see it, I really wanted to do a colorful eyeliner, but unfortunately I only have a handful of them, and they are the Profusion ones that I did a video on probably a month or so ago, and they're actually, I want to say, just like terrible, to be honest. Like, they're just really not that good. So yeah, I think overall the look looks great so far. Just don't look close at the liner because it's flaky and ugh. Let's go ahead and keep on going. I so far actually really like this look. So we're gonna go ahead and start with Non-Conformist, so this color here, and then I'm actually just gonna show you guys. I blend it out with this, like, no, is it magenta? Fuchsia? No, it's not fuchsia. Like this pinky shade right here, and then also the orangey shade. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and you guys already know what colors I'm going to use, so I'm not going to point them out as I go. So we're going to just deepen up this area, just really build this color up. It doesn't have to be perfect because we're gonna go into the colors later. Alright, so now I'm gonna go into that pinky shade. Wow, I was holding up the mirror and you guys couldn't even see it. My bad. Hopefully it wasn't like that the whole entire time. Okay, so let's just hold it up this way. It's gonna be really funny if you guys couldn't see that, because I would totally do something like that and be oblivious. Okay, and now we're gonna go into that orangey shade. I like how I still had like eyeliner all over my fingers too. Okay, so I'm gonna take some glitter primer. And then we're gonna go into this beauty right here, so this green shade. I have this like giant scratch on my hand and I have no idea how I got it. Like, zero idea. I guess my like best guess would be maybe Sophie, like maybe she, you know, sometimes she puts her paws up, but I feel like this scratch is so big that like I would have remembered why it happened. I always wonder if you guys can hear my neighbor upstairs because they literally sound like they're stomping intentionally sometimes, even though I'm sure they're probably not. But it just sounds super, super loud. Okay, so I'm just gonna take a little bit of whatever is left on the brush that I used for the dark purple. And I will say I was going to use other shimmers and I did start to use them on the other eye. The shimmers worked really, really nicely. I just felt like I just did the wrong color combo. Like I didn't like how the colors looked together. So I decided to take those off and just have it be the green. But I know I'm only using 2 shimmers in this look and just wanted to let you guys know that so far I'm actually pretty impressed with how they are performing, and I did try some of the others. They just didn't make the final cut. Alright, so for the inner corner I am going to use this golden shade right here. Okay, and then for under the eye I just go into that pinky shade. So I go in with the pinky shade and then the orangey shade. And then I'm gonna go ahead and, actually I guess I can do it on camera. So pinky. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and finish up the eyeliner, probably fix my face makeup a little bit, pop some lashes on, then we will chat about the palette. Okay, so this is the finished look. So far, well, I don't know if it matters if I personally like this look, but I'm just gonna tell you guys that I do. So, you know, if that makes you feel any better, I like this. I hope you guys do too. So the only thing I don't like, and I do like it technically, but I did like a neon wing, and I think I said it earlier, but It's these like profusion things, and to be honest, like, I really hate to say this, but I'm probably just gonna throw them away, and I really don't like throwing away products. But I just don't think these are very good products. Like, I tried to get them to work and they didn't, and I'm taking up like time talking about these, but that's the only thing I don't like about this look is the liner, and I like the color, but I just don't like the formula of it, so I just feel like getting that off of my chest because I know the liner probably looks really cakey and cracky, and it does. So yeah, I'm aware of it. It won't happen again. Let's talk about the palette. I'm just so excited. Okay, I love this palette. Like, I can't believe I had this for so long and I didn't actually play with it earlier because, like, I love it. Got that off of my chest. But basically, I'm just gonna say this in the best way that I can. I don't think I've liked a palette this much in a really long time. Like, there's palettes that I've liked, enjoyed, and everything. But I'm just super impressed by this palette. Like, I literally, like, I feel like this was missing in my life this whole time. I may need to get the other palette, the rose gold one, even though I don't necessarily use those tones as much as I would use this palette, but just quality wise, I just feel like I need it now. And for the price, like, it's really not a bad price either, so I think it's totally justifiable. If you guys are interested, I think they do have a bundle with both of their palettes. I could be wrong, but I'm almost positive that that's correct. At least it sounds like it's correct, so who knows. But yeah, like, honestly, I haven't been this happy with a palette in a really long time, and there's been a couple that I've liked recently, but I just feel like quality-wise, this is completely what I love in a palette. Like, I feel like the mattes were pretty smooth. They were really easy to build up and blend out. I feel like they blend together really nicely, so that's always amazing when that process can go smooth, especially with bright and colorful shadows. The shimmers just seemed like absolutely stunning. Like, of course, in this look I only used two, but as I mentioned earlier, or I think I mentioned earlier, that I did use a couple different shimmers while I was coming up with this look. I did take them off, but it had nothing to do with the quality and everything to do with just color combination. I just wasn't liking the color combination on... Why am I holding this? I just didn't like how I like layered the colors, I guess, but even those felt like amazing. Like, they looked really good, super pretty. I didn't want to take them off, but I was like, no, I'm not going to be as happy with this look if I don't do it. So far, like, whew, I needed this palette in my life like a long time ago, and I am so happy that I got it. I can't wait to keep playing with it. It's just absolutely stunning. Like, I just can't explain any better than what I'm saying now, but you guys, I am absolutely so excited off of this palette. So excited to see what this brand comes up with next. Right now, I do think they only have two palettes. I don't know if they... I don't remember what other products they have or if it's just the two palettes. I think it's just these two. But I'm super excited to see what else they come out with. I really, 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 really seriously adore this palette. Like, I feel like I'm complete now. Like, honestly, I feel like I'm complete. I'm whole. Okay. Anyways, yes. So let's just touch on a couple more things before I let you guys go. Anyways, one thing that I noticed is there wasn't really that much fallout. There was a tiny bit, tiny bit, but definitely not anything that bothers me. If you are the type of person that does your foundation before, I feel like you could still get away with doing that and not have to worry too much about fallout. Just kind of dust it off a little bit and you're good. But yeah, I was definitely surprised about that as well. Not much fallout, just very, very little, and it was kind of more... What is this doing? What the heck? Okay, I really hope I wasn't there for that long, but you know, it probably was, because I'm not doing that great of a job of like really looking at myself right now. Anyways, I don't want to keep talking your guys' ear off, but seriously, This palette was stunning, so much fun to work with. Just the quality, really, I was impressed. Like, I am definitely so excited to keep using this palette. I need to get the other palette. I just need it. And I'm so excited to see what else they come out with. I just can't wait. Like, I hope they come out with something new soon because I need more. Like, I literally need more. So I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, go ahead and give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. We'll see you next time.